How y'all doing today, beautiful people? Oh, I hope y'all having a beautiful day. Oh, pull this hill down. I done ate, baby. Let me tell you. I'm full of shit. Full of shit. And I don't even know how shit is full, but you know. That's the saying. Hold on, y'all. Let me get comfortable. Oh. Get on here to talk a little bit. Hope y'all having a blessed day. Beautiful people. Before I get started, I'm put me a little on my lips. Okay. Whew. It's nice to just relax today. Just relax. You know? I think this is one of my favorites. Although I wish it wasn't so sticky. You know? Sassy. Just cheek. I like the way it make my lips pop, but it's sticky. I have other ones, but you know, this one's nice for your lips. You know, if you're trying to keep them healthy, it has vitamins in it, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's a good gloss because it kind of like it doesn't pop. It just you know, it's just to make your lips healthy. This one is okay, glossy lips, but it don't do what I would like it to do. Anyway, that's not why I got on here to go through my lip gloss collection. I got on here because I want to talk about some things. I want to make some things known, and I want to talk about some things that maybe aren't known. I don't know. So first of all, let me say to the city and state where I currently live, okay? Because I know y'all bitches be listening because you know y'all tap into my phone, got me hooked up on the network for everybody to motherfucking follow me and all of that. And I'm gonna tell y'all gonna be sad. Some of y'all, I hear a lot of y'all gonna be sad, but I ain't gonna get too far. I ain't gonna go too far ahead of myself, Lord. I mean, stick with what you told me, Lord. Stick with what you told me. Okay. That's what God told me to say. I said, God, that's what you want me to say? He said, yeah. Okay, Lord. You know, y'all trying to push me out of this city and state. You know, because, you know, y'all do some fuck shit and, you know, y'all want to control and have power and, you know, you got the community involved with paying them and doing that because they in their dark side, you know. Had these people actually healed or even wanted to walk with God, some of them, they would have seen the truth. And, you know, y'all want to make sure that they don't see the truth, you know. And so what I want to say to y'all is I'm not going anywhere until God tells me to. Okay? I'm not afraid of your gang stalking. Y'all are just annoying. That's it. You know, I had that moment of fear in the beginning, like that instant moment because I didn't know what was going on at first. Even though I had already been gang stalked in all these other cities and states, I was just like, huh? Is this what's really happening here? Wait, huh? What? Oh, what the fuck? And then the fear was gone. It was like, okay, I faced the fear. You know? So I'm not going anywhere. You're not going to get rid of me until I'm ready to go, which is when God wants me to go. Period, point blank. I'm not going anywhere. Y'all can continue swam like y'all just started doing just now. I don't care. Swam, follow, text, video record, all the things that you do, as long as you don't put your hands on me. That's where we're going to draw the line. That's where God draw the line. Y'all know that already though, huh, demons? You already know it. That's where God draws the line. Okay. So anyway, and God told me to tell y'all once God tells me to leave, y'all are going to be so sad that I'm gone. Because what's going to happen to this city next, you're going to wish that I was here. That's what God told me to tell y'all. And God said he's going to start with this city specifically from, and this is God telling me this part right now, this part that I'm about to say. Because I'm saying to myself, well, Lord, what about all the other cities? What about Colorado Springs? What about Lithia Springs? God said he's already making moves in Georgia, in Lithia. I hear Colorado Springs, he gonna bring down the house. But for some reason, God say for Webster, God say it's gonna be so much destruction. It's gonna be so much destruction because not only did they mess with my car, they did that in Georgia too. But the things that they have done and the lies that they have told on me, and God said even church-going people that call his name out, God keeps saying is that don't even know him and think that was okay for them to do, because God is not that kind of a God. God said for some reason here, and it's not just it's not just Webster, it's Lamarck, Galveston, Houston. I hear Harris County. And he said even some other cities that I haven't even visited within in Texas. Austin. He said there's gonna be a major destruction. Disaster. Okay, Lord, I'm sorry. He said disaster. A major disaster. Awesome. He said, you know, he has warned people time and time again about his children. And he has told people, he said there are people who know who God's children are, who God's chosen ones are. God said they know who you are, just. He said these cult leaders, they know who you are. However, they feed the public all kind of scrutiny and lies. And he said these church people, they're going to be accountable. He said where they sit there and be a part of it and they're supposed to be loving and kind and holy. He said that's why he said it was them people who call themselves Christians who was a part of nailing Jesus to the cross. He said these are not my people. He said y'all call holy, holy, glory, glory, Jesus, Jesus. He said you do not know me. God said he was going to turn his head from you and say, get out of my sight, for I do not know you. You are not my child. He said because anytime you think that it's okay to mistreat another human being in any form, way, or fashion, no matter who you are, no matter where you live, and this person has done you nothing wrong, and press your beliefs on somebody else because they believe in God a different way, and you think it's okay for you to come up against somebody who you don't know, and you think that they're evil, or you think that they're demonic because of your beliefs, and you're the one who's attacking them. He said, think again. He said, you haven't looked at yourself. He said, you haven't looked at yourself. The fact that you attacking another human being because of their beliefs, he said, now tell me how that's holy. God said, tell me how that's holy. How you gonna call somebody a devil or think they're a demon when you're the one who's attacking this human being who's done nothing wrong? And God said, I never told you to do that. So, you know, that shows you that you're not God's child, because if God never told you to do that, what made you do it? Did someone come to you and tell you to do it? See, that's what God's talking about. God said, I didn't tell you to do that. Where did you get that from? See, you listen to man, and the men that you listen to, man, is that cult, which is the devil. The very thing that you think that you're fighting for, God said you're fighting against him. The holy side of God. And that's why God's going to cause destruction. You know, my channel has always been Get a personal relationship with God. That's it. It ain't nothing no more than that. Get a personal relationship with God. Get to know God. If you think that's demonic, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not out here putting no Bible in your face, no Quran or nothing. Even though I believe in a lot of the words that the Bible says, the only difference is from what I was taught coming up and what God gives me personally with the relationship that I have with God is a whole different interpretation. I went to the source, not to man, to interpret what God was trying to tell me. I went to God and God told me what he meant. So if you call that the devil, well, ooh, you are so lost in the dark, I don't know what to tell you. You know, and then y'all sit up here and go, oh, this a tarot reader. First of all, I'm not a tarot reader. And even if I was, I don't have anything against tarot readers that actually bring the truth in light and has good intentions. Because anybody can have bad intentions, whether you, again, like I said, you could be a pastor, a doctor, you can be a lawyer, a judge, an official, a civilian. Anybody can have bad intentions and still empower and do wrong. So it has nothing to do with what tools that somebody uses. It's about why are they using it and what's their intention. And again, I put words on a card that God gives me to interpret. I don't have to do that. I haven't even been using the cards. I can sit right here, right now, as I'm speaking to you and God's talking to me. I only use the cards so that I can make sure that I continue to do my work. It's like reading a book, reading the Bible. You know, it's like you want to learn more, then you got to use, sometimes you got to pick up a Bible and read it, right? It's the same difference. It's to remind me, you know, hey, continue to work on your gifts. Continue to work on your gifts. But I put the cards to the side. So for y'all who think that, you know, I'm demonic or whatever, the lies that somebody has told you, I don't got no cards in my hands right now, and I'm talking to God, and you're going to see everything that I say is going to happen. Matter of fact, God said I don't even have to use the cards if I don't want to. I use the cards, like I said, as a study to tap in. But I can tap in right here and right now, like I'm doing right now. You know, some of y'all don't want to believe that I'm a chosen child of God, that I'm a child of holiness, a child of light, and I'm also a child of darkness, because we all are. We are born into sin. I don't know what else to make y'all understand that the fact that y'all coming up against me is darkness. That's evil. But then you say I'm evil because I say that, but then you do the evil to me, but I do nothing to you. You see how that don't make sense? You see how that don't make sense? I've done nothing to you, but you come up against me and you say that I'm evil because I say God is evil and good. God is dark and light. From what I understand from a long time ago when God first told me that, and I told one of my exes that, she said, you know, that's what scientists believe. I never knew that. God said he was created from darkness and light came out of darkness. He said there was nothing. Nothing is something. To say nothing makes it something. To be able to comprehend nothing, be able to comprehend something, that brings it into existence. Period. But you know, y'all like to look at things in your own way, and y'all don't comprehend. Some of y'all a little bit, you know, it's okay. I've been there. Some of y'all a little bit slow. I'm gonna say it. It's okay. I've been there. Okay? I go there sometimes. But I don't stay there. I try to not stay in my slowness. I try to pick it up. Pick up what God's putting down. Okay? So y'all can listen to all this stuff, and some of y'all taking money, bribes, think it's cute for the, you know, go along with the community for whatever reason they've told you to stalk me and stuff like that. But I promise y'all, when I leave, when God tell me to leave from here, you're gonna wish that I stayed. And wherever God has me to go next, y'all gonna be the example of why you should leave me alone. Because wherever I go next, anywhere I go, I already know this cult is planning to do the same thing in any city and state. But y'all gonna be the example to show that city and state, no. I wouldn't do that if I was you. And God's gonna let them know in advance, once he does what he's gonna do when I leave here, when God tells me to leave here, for that next city and state, use y'all as an example to show the next city and state Oh, you want this? You want some of this smoke too? You want this to happen to you too? Do you want some of this smoke? Okay. And God's gonna say, okay, just I'm gonna need you to move on from that city and state too. And once I move on from that city and state, the same destruction is gonna happen to that city and state until y'all learn that one, I am a child of God, whether y'all like it or not. Because see, a lot of y'all got your mind all fucked up. Some of y'all racist, because some of y'all don't like me because I'm black. Some of y'all are gay phobia. Oh, how could she be a child of God? She's gay. When it sit there and say in the Bible that God loves us all. You're weird. God love you. You ugly. God love you. Your breath stink. God love you. Some of y'all who coming up against me are straight pedophiles, which is why you coming up against me, because I'm telling the truth. But I didn't sit up here and judge you. I say you need to heal. But you over here judging me, and I ain't judge y'all asses. I said you need to heal. Some of y'all have incest going in your family. What did I say? You need to heal. And a lot of these cults have caused a lot of this shit. Some of y'all motherfuckers that had kids brought to this cult and let this damn cult members penetrate y'all children. Let's call it what it is. And that's why y'all don't like me, because I bring the motherfucking truth. But you don't like me also because what you see in me is the light. And it disturbs the demons that's inside of you for the shit that you've done. And you don't want to face that shit, but you're going to have to face it, because God's going to make you face it, whether you like it or not. I've had to face mine. Hold on, excuse me. 1 second. All right, I'm back. So yeah, I have to face mine. I'm no different from the next person. I had to face my own issues. You know, I had to go on the healing journey. I had to face my darkness. We all have it. You know, but there are some of y'all who want to stay in that. There are some of y'all who want to impose yourself on people's free will like y'all do mine every day. And that's what God have a problem with it. It's like, if you want to be dark, be dark. But when you start coming up against other people who ain't doing shit to you, who are learning, who are in their light side, or who are innocent, or who are just learning life, and you want to impose your darkness onto them and not even allow them to figure things out, whether they want to be dark or light or whatever they want to be, and then you're going to say, oh no, you're going to be this. No, God say, no, you're not going to tell nobody what they're going to be. No, you're not doing that. You're not me, you're not God. You're not going to make any of my children, because God created us all. You're not going to make them dark. You're not going to make them a pedophile. You're not going to make them a molester. You're not going to make them a thief. You're not going to make them a liar. If they choose to be that, then they will be what they want to be. And with certain things that you choose in life to be, there are consequences with it. And that could be good or bad. You could be a good person or a bad person, still consequences to everything, because everything is a learning lesson. Okay, but you're not gonna force me to do what you want me to do. You're not gonna force me to move out of this motherfucking city. Okay, you're not gonna do any of that. God ain't tell me to leave yet. When God say leave, I'll leave then, not because you feel like you're gonna push me out, because I'm not gonna be pushed out. You're not gonna do that. That's not who I am. I don't get bullied and be pushed out. It makes me want to stay more. Pure point blank. And my authority is God. That's who I listen to. That's who my boss is. And if God ain't tell me to do it, then I'm not doing it. And it take all of y'all to come up against one me. Thank you for showing me how powerful the fuck I am. Thank you. But I promise you, when I leave here, you're gonna see. You're gonna see. You're gonna wish I never left. You gonna wished, I'm gonna say it again, I never left. And y'all gonna be the example for every city and state after this of why you shouldn't have fucked with me in the first place. Because trust and believe, anything I do wrong, the Most High God chastises me. The Most High God gets me together. So I don't need nobody to get me together or punish me or anything. God does that. That's God's job. And I've done nothing. I make sure I don't do shit. So y'all get all y'all motherfucking karma. All of it. Oof. Every bit of it. I make sure I'll be on my P's and motherfucking Q's. Period, point blank. That's just what it is. I'm just telling y'all, this is the warning. Continue. I mean, I know y'all gonna continue doing what y'all gotta do. Y'all feel like y'all need to do, but I'm just letting you know, it ain't me, it's God. It's God. I don't do any witchery shit, you know. Again, lots of y'all listen to this dark ass call. I went into a restaurant a few minutes ago, and I could tell it boiled this lady's blood that I was in. I'll tell you, everywhere I go, people know me, and I don't even know. I be like, well, Lord, when am I on television or something? Am I on like this you know, this special app or something? When I walk in, they know who I am, because everywhere I go, everybody know me. And I don't be knowing how the fuck they know me. Never seen these people. I don't know if it's the devil in them or what. But baby, this one lady, honey, I boiled her blood, baby, and I enjoyed boiling her blood, honey. The waitress was gonna sit me on the other side. I was like, no, can I sit over there on them booths? And I seen the lady look up, and she was like no. And I wanted her to say something, because I'll be red, bitch. Say something to me, ho. I said, oh, they go one of the dark cult members. You know, they like the way they black. They like wearing they black, honey. They represent they dark all the way, honey. They represent that satanic cult all the way. Okay? And I got up at some point to go get me something else to eat from the buffet, and she was across from me, and she put the thing, slammed the thing in the food, and just went sit down. I loved it. I was like, man, I just my presence gets on their nerves. That's just amazing to me. I love it. It's just my presence, me being around, boils them. And then I seen this couple with their kids in the back, who pulled up in the gas station and got like right behind me, and I just automatically looked around, looked at them, because first of all, I already be knowing, right? But then second of all, it's like you pulled up to a gas, you know, what is it? You pulled up to a pump that is out of order. So I looked at them, I stared at them, and you know, you can tell they be trying to be strong, you know, and they look back, and I'm like, and I look at him, and he's like, you know, it's almost like he's telling himself, be strong, you know. And I'm just like, you can't be strong with knowing what you're doing is wrong. And you have your babies in the back. What kind of individual are you? What kind of couple are you? And I'm like, the wife may be in the cult more than the husband, but in the husband stand with her cult member person, you know, because she had on black and he had on colorful color. But my thing is like, dude, like, how do you not see that what you're doing is wrong? You have your babies in the back and you're stalking someone. Like, make that make sense. You know, y'all have married cult members that y'all sleep next to, who do witchcraft on y'all every night. Every night. Who do witchcraft on y'all, who teach y'all kids things behind closed doors and tell them to be quiet, don't tell daddy, don't tell mama. And then I don't think y'all looking at it as y'all successful because y'all have cars and you know, fine clothes and homes, and you don't even realize that your wife or your husband who's in this cult, whether you know it or not, is getting these gifts from other gifted individuals who have light, who are killing, stealing, and destroying people each and every day. And you're a part of it when you stalk another human being that you don't know nothing about. You just listen to somebody say or a lie and you just go for it. And you're doing exactly what the devil wants you to do in these satanic cults with your spouse who is a part of these cults, who knows the rules to spirituality and how to manifest prosperity in one's life. And one of those things is to cause mental health issues to somebody else, to kill, steal, and destroy them, to try to make them take themselves out with the things that you guys are doing. So you're accountable for it. And then you don't realize that all you're doing with your children is causing that darkness to grow. So when your children grow up, they'll be the same way, and it'll keep on going. And in these dark cults, there are people who literally are child sacrificers. And some of y'all have unhealed wounds where your wife or your husband allow you to do things that you know is not right. And I don't have to list them because I done listed them 1,000 times. That you know not right. But you feel like, oh, they love me because they let me do X, Y, Z. No, they don't love you, honey. That is them telling you, I want you to continue to be unhealed and be in that toxicity and do those same evil behaviors. And the moment that you try to leave them and you wake up and realize what you've done and what you've been doing, which was all spell work put on your ass anyway in witchcraft, once you realize what was going on the whole time and what you've actually done that they've allowed you to do and encourage you to do, is a form of what? Being blackmailed. So anytime you decide you want to leave, they have that over your head because they made you feel comfortable with being that toxic, unhealed person, to explore those demonic thoughts and things that you wanted to do that you didn't want to tell nobody else that you wanted to do. They're going to use that against you if you try to leave them. And the narcissistic behavior that they have, the demonic spirit they have in them, they're gonna cry wolf. So it's gonna go something like this here. I'm gonna give you an example. A lot of y'all married to cult members. Unbeknownst to you, maybe some of y'all know, right? They want to keep you asleep. They gonna have kids for you and all of these things, and they already know your secrets because they've made you feel so comfortable. And you've told them all of the things, and they've told you things about them, you know, so you know it's deep, you know, you connected because, oh, I feel so comfortable letting that out. I feel so comfortable it's, you know, telling what happened and the thoughts that's in my mind, and you know, the things I've done and the things I've thought about doing. And they're gonna be like, I've thought about that too, baby, you know, it's okay, I love you, you know, da 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 da. You know, and then when they see those little behaviors, they're gonna trigger it to come out more. They're gonna be like, you know, maybe you should just, you know, maybe just go ahead and explore it, you know. I won't say anything. Maybe they'll help you relieve yourself. And you know, they're gonna act like they're so encouraging because they want you to do this thing so they can keep you bound and binded to the devil, because this is demonic things that you're doing. And then the more you do that one thing and they don't say nothing, they be like, it's okay, baby, it's okay. Like they're such a supportive person. It's okay, baby, I'm still here. I love you. I love you unconditionally. And then they're gonna, what else would you want to do? So you gonna be in open one door to another door to another door, and you, before you know it, you're gonna be into all this shit that they got over you. And so, because that's how the devil works, he wants you to do some fuck shit. So he keep you so goddamn trapped into your darkness, into your traumas, that you lose who the fuck you are, who you was before you even got with them. And would you have ever even thought about doing that? If it was just a thought, maybe it would have been a thought, and then God would have healed you, and then you never would have done it, right? But because you went into that fucking rabbit hole of darkness, now you done embarked on, or you done did all kind of shit. Now your spouse, which is the demon that you are married to, that's in this cult, they got all this shit on you. Now you want to leave now because God didn't awaken you and showed you that this shit is you. What you did was wrong. I mean, you didn't went, honey, you didn't went too far. God said, you know, you're gonna have to, you're gonna have to be exposed. Because this demon is not gonna let you not be exposed, because the demon knows that once you waking up and you walk into your power, right, you gonna help make the world another light of God, you know, another good person in the world who healed and has a testimony to tell people how you overcame, right? But then you gonna be scared as fuck to to go into the light, because you afraid of all the things that people in the world are going to say about you. They're gonna judge you. Well, because the devil did all that. And then you out here gang stalking with your person, you know, with the demon, right? You out here gang stalking somebody you didn't know. You done added to the karma, baby. So that's why some of y'all stay, because y'all spouse got so much shit on y'all, you don't know how the fuck to get up out of it. But you're accountable. You're accountable. And let me show you how the demon work. You know, when you want to leave them alone, let them go, walk away. This is a narcissist that you're talking about now too. Narcissists don't like being left. And I don't like feeling like, you know, who the fuck do you think you are leaving me? That's how they feel. Like, who the fuck you think you are? You ain't going nowhere. I'm gonna make your life a living motherfucking hell, right? Because they from hell, right? Right? Baby, they gonna get in that motherfucking courtroom that if you gotta go to court, especially if y'all got kids and you did all that fuck shit, you done touched them children, and they said it was okay. You think the fucking court's gonna believe that? The court's gonna be looking at you like you a grown-ass woman or man. You mean to motherfucking tell me your wife or your husband, whether they said it or not, said you could touch the kids and you wouldn't motherfucking did that something to you? And then the wife or the husband gonna be like, oh my God, because I walked in, oh my God, and I saw Billy Bob touching my child. Oh my God, I saw Billy Bob, and I said, I'm gonna fucking call the police. And I was like, you know, you need help. And they're gonna make sure they make an appointment somewhere along the line for you to come in. They're gonna be the one to cancel that appointment. Well, he's not ready to come. And you ain't never knew nothing about the motherfucking appointment. They're gonna line that shit up to make it look exactly how the fuck they're gonna feed it in court if you ever fucking leave them. They want you to take that toxicity shit. I want you to take it, bitch. I want to destroy your life, bitch. I want to eat all your motherfucking energy up, the good in you, bitch, till you become so motherfucking dark, bitch, you don't even know what light look like. And when you leave them, you can restore yourself. You gotta go through your karma and all of that, to heal and this and that. You can restore your life, but it's gonna take a lot for you to get that light back, because they've been feeding off your motherfucking ass the whole time while you was in that motherfucking relationship with them. Doing that toxic, demonic ass trauma that ain't never been healed shit. Do you hear me? So they got a whole bunch of shit on your ass. And yes, you know, I want full custody of my children, and you looking like now you awaken and you know the truth, and you looking like I can't leave my children there, and that's going to stress the fuck you out, because you know the devil will have your kids. Now you really see who the fuck you was with. The devil have my kids, and it's like, I'll let you have them if you come back. That's what your demonic spouse gonna say. I'll let you have them if you come back. We can clear this all out. You just come back and we could be together, and I'll tell them something mentally was wrong with me. I was off my medication at the time or something. I'll make up something, baby, if you just come back. They're gonna be dead ass serious. And you gonna be torn in between the motherfucking two, your kids, whom you did touch. You did touch. Because why? They did spell work on you to pull that dark shit up out you that you needed to heal from some shit that happened to you as a child. Okay? They gonna use that shit against you like a motherfucker. Because they what? Narcissists are one of the best actresses and actors that they have on earth. Let me tell you that. Oh, Cry Wolf. Oh shit. They should, baby. Cry Wolf don't even explain the theatrics that narcissists can come up with. Okay, baby, you be like, who the fuck and what the fuck did I marry, or who in the fucking what the fuck who I was in a relationship with. I'm just telling y'all. Y'all think it's a game. That's how a lot of y'all. That's how a lot of y'all right now are. Right now. Because these motherfuckers act like they so supportive and so, oh my God, I just love you to pieces. I just love you. I'm so glad I met you because, you know, we can heal together and, you know, baby, you know, it's okay. I understand you going through whatever you're going through and, you know, it's okay. Sometimes you need to just let those things out. You know, let's just say you like women, a lot of women or a lot of men, you know, you like, I don't know if I could be in a relationship with just one person, you know, because I just, you know, I want to be with other women. They be like, baby, it's okay. You know, I'm okay with it. Are you okay with me? And you're looking at them like, are you serious? Really? It's okay. You're okay with me messing with other people and we're together? Baby, I want you to be so happy. I want you to be like, oh my God, I don't want you to ever have to worry about, I'm not that kind of person. I want you to enjoy yourself. Baby, you know what? I'll go with you. I'll go with you. Let's go to the swingers club and, you know, let's go and enjoy ourselves. And, you know, you can have whomever you want. Are you interested, instead of you a man, right? Are you interested in being with men too? Have you ever thought about that, babe? Because I tell you, Dave, I'm interested in being with women. I always wanted to know, oh my God, I can't believe I'm saying this. Oh my God, Dave, I cannot believe I'm telling you this. I just feel so comfortable with you. That's how I know you're my person. I know you're the one. I'm telling you these motherfuckers. Are you serious, Susan? Yeah. I want you to beat that pussy up. You want to fuck him, baby. You go ahead on and fuck him. You do what you do, and I'll be right here. I love you. Explore that, because if you never explore, you'll never know if that's who you want to be or not. You know, and then your ass go out there. And you didn't put it in somebody, and then you looking at your wife, you know. Because I'm talking about this is a husband. You looking at your wife and she ain't saying nothing. She's like, you feel good, baby? Did you enjoy yourself? And you looking at him like, damn, I didn't hit the motherfucking jackpot. Damn, I got me a woman who gonna let me do what the fuck I want to do. And you like, yeah. So then you get excited. You like, oop, I got a woman at home. I go home to my woman. She go out here with me. Shit, I told her I don't want her messing with no man. She could mess with all the women she want. And she said, okay, baby. Oh my God, I'm about to fucking just go out here and get it. I'm about to get it. I'm about to spread my motherfucking dang all the way around the damn world. You gonna spread your dang everywhere, baby. You just having a good old time. And she over there doing that good old black magic and spell work on your ass. And then you just, your hormones just pumped up. Your hormones, they just be like, you know, you just can't stop fucking. You just can't. You can't stop it. You just want to, but you just can't stop it. But because she doing the, you know, she doing the witchery on your ass, making you horny. Making you horny. Ain't got no motherfucking protection on you out here, just putting your shit everywhere. Ain't got not nail protection on, none. Hold on, y'all. Ain't got no protection on whatsoever. Right? Now you done got an STI, STD. Okay? You know, an incurable one. You know, but then you still can't stop because you cannot figure out the fact that you cannot stop being horny and wifey over there witchery on your ass. Witchery, black magic, witchery, doing all the shit. Doing all the shit. And then one day, if you wake up, because some of y'all don't, y'all continue down that path until y'all pass away. And then when you cross over, God say, oh, you done fucked up. You done did, look at your ass. Look what you done did. You didn't even see that your spouse was a whole demon. You didn't see that. You didn't see that. You didn't see the warnings when you got the first STD. The incurable one, you didn't see none of that. You just kept on fucking, You just kept on, right? Spreading your shit all over the damn place. You know, but for the ones who wake up, you know, them demons don't care about getting no STD. They gonna bring your ass to court. They bring you to court. And guess what? They're gonna tell the fucking judge, I didn't know that Dave was cheating on me. Now I have an incurable disease. And I've been a good woman. I've been so faithful. Who the fuck do you think they gonna believe? Because while you was doing that shit, guess what your wife was doing? Recording your motherfucking ass. Telling one of, no, shit, no, they smarter than that. Telling one of their friends that was there to record, and don't put them in it. So they friend that's in the cult too, their other demonic friend, recording you, ain't got them nowhere in the motherfucking video. And when they go to court, they're gonna be saying, yeah, because my friend, she was there and she could not believe that Dave was over there messing with all of these women and she recorded it. And that's how I found out that he was cheating. And that's why I know that he was the one who gave me this STD. And she gonna make sure she gonna get an STD test before you go to messing around, so she can have proof that, what? She didn't have it. And this was all a setup. This is all a setup. This is all the devil coming to what? Kill, steal, destroy, lie, manipulate, con. Amongst a whole bunch of other shit. Want you to commit adultery. Want you to, you know, lay with your neighbors' wives and all of that shit. And y'all go do it. And you think you got a outstanding motherfucking wife or husband when you don't. You got a whole demon. You know, and you can't think for yourself, because if you could, none of y'all, half of y'all wouldn't even be around here gang stalking me by something somebody else said, or something somebody showed you that you don't even know is true or not. Because baby, AI and these tech people, honey, you don't think they can create anything? They can create something about you. Then what you gonna do? I'm just saying. Don't say you ain't been warned. If you see my video, you've been warned. You've been warned. And if you don't do something about it, that's on you. You continue on that dark road that you want to. But I promise you, you're not going to like it at the end. But don't say nobody that God did not send his children to come tell you the truth. Because I'm telling you the truth right now. If you're looking at this video, this is the truth. You will see all this shit happen in your life. This stuff that I'm telling you, if this is your situation or anything close to this situation, and you don't know your spouse or your person or whomever you with is in a cult, and you was a person who believed, quote unquote, in God, but really don't have a relationship with God, because if you did, you would know that was a demon next to you, or God would awaken you up to it eventually, because sometimes you don't know in the beginning that you love God, but God's whole thing is to waken you up to what the truth is. This is for you. Don't say nobody ain't never told you. You're going to be accountable for everything that you've done. You're going to be accountable for being a bully. You're going to be accountable for listening to other people. You're going to be accountable for being a follower. You're going to be accountable for being codependent opposed to independent. Have an independent mind, independent thinker, independent path. You're gonna be accountable. But I got on here to say what God wanted me to say. God, this is literally speaking from God, speaking from me, from God into me, out to you. You can take it or leave it. You can believe what you want, but don't never say that God ain't never sent somebody, his angels, to tell you the truth. Don't say it, because that would be a lie. I'm telling you the truth, whether you believe it or not. And once I leave here, when God's ready for me to leave, get ready. Get ready, y'all. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all know where I live. Get ready. You're going to see what's going to happen. And that's all God. All God. All right, beautiful people. I hope y'all have a beautiful, blessed day. A beautiful life. I will talk to y'all soon. Peace.